presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Lions. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mills. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Pressure in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How we get in there and knock him out of the way. I think maybe that tackle will be enough. Next defense is not holding. Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the end is going forward incomplete pass.
Ready, set.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Set, ready. Pass, go field.
caring for Derrick Henry. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. The quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sends this offense up first and goal. They got to dig in.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It hit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
For a team that came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Come on, set. Squad red. Set.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mills throw caught by Higgins.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Mills. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mills now. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And this is caught. at the 8. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. All day.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive. Because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Let's
The
go.
last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, confused. Wait.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this is going to be incomplete. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bonus, that's 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Texans at 4-3, a game over 500. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Elliott. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
On the ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
17.
Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This play will move the sticks. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. Harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Henry again on 2nd down. That's a run to run now. Touchdown, Detroit. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in his first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
Hey, Blue!
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. It's caught. Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Tua now on first down. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Tua. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Here we go, set. Field left.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He completes it to Beckham. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Come on, set.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
To throw again on second down. Tua. He finds his target, Beckham. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Tua going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. With those extra defenders out in the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. Real football. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. T. Higgins, 27 yards. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Watch out now. 50
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Red, yellow. Ultra, ultra. Red. Cut.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. A touchdown on a kick return and now run through the air. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown. But the defense gave one up, And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you're not looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Houston. 61 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end. They get some field position there. A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Pierce, and it's been like this all night long. As they stop him on the line. And it's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The more you think that they'll get away from the run, they're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Second down and goal. Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here we go.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Christian Harris making 8 sacks for the season. It's 3rd and very long. So left side, it's complete. Still short for 4. Here comes the Lions putter in. As they'll kick it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford, hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Mills.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. On play action, Mills.
And a throw right sideline is complete. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
Looking deep for Elliott.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Lions offense ready to kick off the next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
90 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Tua sets up to pass it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he went into it. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there. A lot of lessons, don't you?
Just time for the play. Lucky it wasn't a foul. The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
Red, cycle.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that'll He'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with 1st and 10. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. Touchdown! Great play there. 41 yards. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
On the set.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score gain. So hold on here. Now down in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, Mills throwing the out route incomplete. It's Oliver. And he runs out of the zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Play fake, Mills. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to be set up at the 14-yard line.
He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
1st down, Mills. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here's Pierce.
touchdown, Houston. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result that he opted for the touchback.
Okay, break.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What do everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They got to take care of business right here. And not like the last series, just didn't happen.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage again to 37 as they line up second and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Okay, ready? And cycle.
Tua now on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Ready.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Yellow, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Watch out, man. 60, series.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Badgley on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Mills. He's got Elliott, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here's Mills. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And let's face it, this defense has had to share struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions come up with a late turnover. It will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Lions, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3.